Das ist genau, wo meine Geschichte angefangen hat.
Hallo Nade. Today I'm going to tell you the story of my relationship with German.
Basically the love story, because it doesn't matter for how long we've been divided, we always manage to find each other.
Okay, we got it. It's clear. Can you go on, please? Thank you. It all started in 2016 when I heard this song by Crow called Traum for the first time in my life, and I immediately fell in love with it. I didn't know the language at all, and I guess it was the first song that I have ever heard in German. I felt this connection immediately. It touched the deepest strings of my soul. I can describe this feeling as a homecoming feeling, because I understood that, yeah, that's my home. That's where I'm meant to be. It all happened in winter. But in summer this same year, I decided to learn the basics of the language myself, and I watched lots of videos on YouTube. I also read lectures, and I was able to learn some basic stuff all by myself. But then I understood that, well, it's not enough. I should move on, and I told my mom that I would like to go to some specialized language course. Being in high school, I started attending this German course in my hometown. I had lessons for 6 months, so basically half a year, and after that I managed to have an A1. But you know what? I could not speak. Okay, I could construct some simple sentences, but nothing more. And the problem was that for me, I need to use all types of memory in order to memorize something. In the beginning, I learned thoroughly. I wrote down the words, I wrote down all the phrases, all the sentences. I needed to gather all the information, and after that I revised it 1,000 times. I told it to my parents, I discussed it with my friends, and just I tried to use all the gathered information as much as possible in general. So that's how I learned the language. I had upcoming exams, I had lots of homework, I had
life was happening.
I had classes, I learned something during these classes. I had a wonderful teacher. She made me speak from the very beginning, and it was nice. We played different games, so the process of studying was entertaining in general. I approached that point where there was only 1 year of my school life left, and I was really pressured by exams, so that's why I cancelled our lessons. So I thought that A1 was enough, because German was not like my prime goal. Time goes by, I passed my exam successfully, and I was ready to enter the university. It was summer 2018, and I decided to revise everything myself. So I took my old notebook where there were notes from my language courses. I also started to learn the language on Duolingo, and I cannot say that it really helped, but I accumulated all the information that I've learned previously. Then I had the first year at university. I didn't even think about German, but I still loved it. It lived somewhere deep down in my heart. So, you know, in my university we start learning another language. I mean, the second language, except from English. You're in the second year of education. And I was like, I have some knowledge already. This would be my jumping point, and I'll get into the language deeper when I start learning it in my university. So last summer, by accident, I saw an online course. They have free lessons every week. The course itself costs some money, and I decided to go on this online webinar, and I found out that the teacher was explaining the lyrics of Crow, Traum, my favorite song back then, in 2016, when I even didn't know what the pronoun ich bin or whatever means. So I thought it was a sign, and I signed up for the course. One of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. From July 2018 till March 2020, I was visiting this course. I went through all the levels, A1, A2 and B1. Yeah, it was over. The course was over. So we had really helpful scripts with only useful information. We had homework every day, and I was surrounded by German because every day I did something for the language, even if it required only 5 or 10 minutes per day. There was no pressure, and more than that, I wasn't noticing how I was growing. My language skills were improving day by day, and it was the moment when I realized how important the consistency is. I told about it in my previous video about how I learned German every day, so if you're interested, you can of course watch it. Another reason why this online course was so useful is because it gave me all the needed foundation, and I acquired quite a solid level of language, so I can just enhance it and reach the desirable B2 or C1. It doesn't matter, but I really feel that I'm so close to this level of fluency. Every day of my life with German. What was it for? At the moment, I just try to continue filling up every day of my life with German, to put myself into this self-made environment, so to say. All I wanted to say that I carried this love for German through lots of years, and it stayed really strong, and it has even strengthened up. I realized that I learned already enough and started shooting these videos because I wanted to track my progress somehow, to find like-minded people who are also keen on languages, and of course spread love for languages, trying to influence people somehow, because personally I understand when you learn a language all by yourself, and at times it's really tough to start acting, and that's why I think that if people randomly just stumble upon my videos, they can get interested and they can feel this spark how I did in 2016. I went through a lot with German, and this way was different. At times it was challenging, but so enjoyable, and I know that it's not over. I have lots of plans for my future that are connected with this language, that I love with all my heart, and I guess that it's what true love is. Okay, that was so touching. One of the goals that I'd like to achieve is, of course, taking B2 Goethe-Prüfung exam. This and many other small goals will take me to the bigger one. I hope you find something that will warm your heart as much as German does with mine, and stay safe, stay tuned, be yourself, love your life, live your life, do what you love what you do. Peace out, peace. Follow my social media, and cheers!